this much respect for women, and I get a lot of friends because I have respect for women, ultra respect for women. But then, like I was liking this girl in Tam, and I'm extra nice, you know, extra gentleman. I'm extra just like, oh, you're beautiful and you deserve the best. And she told me I was too nice. I couldn't believe it. That was the ultimate stab in the back. So I went through a week of just going, forget it, I'm just gonna be like them. Because they seem to get the girls and they call girls the B word, you know?
Tupac Shakur was one of the most legendary rappers of all time, but his love life was just as dramatic as his music career. During his rise to fame, Pac was linked to actresses, singers, models, and some of the biggest celebrity names of the 90s. Some relationships were confirmed, some stayed rumors, and others are still debated today. But one thing almost everyone agrees on is that Tupac had a powerful presence people never forgot. One of the earliest and most important women in Tupac's life was Jada Pinkett Smith. The two met while attending the Baltimore School for the Arts as teenagers. They became close almost instantly because both came from difficult family situations and understood each other in a way most people couldn't. Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, struggled with addiction, and Jada also dealt with serious problems at home while growing up. Their connection was built through pain, creativity, poetry, acting, and music. Tupac even wrote poems inspired by Jada, and many fans later believed she influenced some of his earliest music. Even after Tupac moved to California during high school, the two stayed close and continued supporting each other's dreams and careers. Tupac later helped Jada land opportunities in acting, including helping her get a role in Menace II Society. Pac was originally supposed to appear in the movie too.
I love women. I'm not gonna lie. I love women with a passion. I do. I feel like sometimes now I just want to call Prince and just be like, can we hang? Because I love women like he.
But after conflicts on set and problems with the directors, he lost the role. Jada stayed in the film, and it became one of the first major moments in her acting career. Even though fans constantly believed Tupac and Jada secretly loved each other, Jada always insisted their relationship was never romantic. Years later, she described Tupac as her soulmate and best friend instead. She even revealed that Pac proposed to her while he was locked up at Rikers Island, but she turned him down because she believed they worked better as friends. Still, their emotional bond remained strong until Tupac's death and continues to fascinate fans decades later. By the early 90s, Tupac's fame had exploded. His role as Bishop in Juice made him one of the most respected young actors in Hollywood, while albums like Strictly 4, My N.I.G.G.A.Z. turned him into a rap superstar. With fame growing rapidly, Pac started attracting attention from celebrities everywhere, including one of the biggest stars on Earth.
But guess who he pulls up with?
Who?
With Madonna, man.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he's got a big bag of that do-it fluid. He tells her, have a seat. She looks at me, I look at her, I say, oh wow, that's Madonna.
Madonna. Tupac and Madonna reportedly met through actress Rosie Perez before the 1993 Soul Train Awards. Madonna's original date canceled on her, so Rosie introduced her to Pac. Tupac stepped in as Madonna's date, and people instantly noticed the chemistry between them. Soon after, the two secretly started dating. At the time, Madonna was already one of the most famous women in the world, while Tupac was becoming one of the most controversial names in rap music. Because of their superstar status and non-stop media attention, they kept the relationship completely private. Years later, Snoop Dogg admitted he was shocked when he realized Tupac was secretly spending time with Madonna. According to Snoop, he once invited Pac to meet him after Saturday Night Live, expecting Tupac to show up with a random woman. Instead, Pac arrived with Madonna, leaving Snoop completely stunned. Their relationship stayed hidden from the public for years. It wasn't until long after Tupac's death that Madonna finally confirmed they had really dated. Later, a personal letter Tupac wrote to Madonna from prison was released publicly, and fans were shocked by how emotional and honest it was. In the letter, Tupac explained that he worried dating a white woman could damage his image and disappoint parts of his community. He admitted that Madonna being seen with him would probably help her image, but he feared people would judge him differently. Even though he ended the relationship, Pac apologized for hurting her feelings and made it clear he still cared deeply about her. Around that same period, Tupac met Keisha Morris in New York. Their relationship moved extremely fast. Tupac reportedly remembered every detail from their first conversation and later convinced Keisha to give him her number after running into her again at another club. At the time, Pac was dealing with major legal problems and constantly going back and forth to court. Despite all the controversy surrounding him, Keisha stayed loyal and stood beside him during one of the darkest periods of his life. After Tupac was convicted in 1994 and sent to prison, Keisha visited him constantly and became one of the few people he truly leaned on emotionally. Their relationship became even stronger while he was locked up, and eventually the two got married in prison. But everything changed once Tupac signed with Suge Knight and Death Row Records and got released on bail. Pac immediately jumped back into music, fame, parties, and the chaos surrounding his career. According to Keisha, she slowly began feeling pushed aside after supporting him through his hardest moments. Their marriage quickly started falling apart. Keisha later revealed that when Tupac got released from prison, he didn't even call her personally right away.
Until Madonna admitted it on the Howard Stern show in 2015.
I was dating Tupac Shakur at the time, and the thing is, he got me all riled up about life in general. So when I went on this show, I was feeling very gangster.
I didn't know you dated Tupac
That was
Shakur.
a surprise.
That's never been out there, I don't think.
She had to contact the prison herself to figure out what was happening. After flying to New York, hoping to help him, she claimed one of Tupac's relatives told her, "You had your 15 minutes of fame. Now we'll take over from here." That moment reportedly made her realize the relationship was ending. Even though their marriage lasted less than a year, Keisha and Tupac remained on good terms after separating. Pac reportedly believed they might eventually get back together someday, but before long, another woman entered Tupac's life and completely changed everything. Soon after separating from Keisha, Tupac met Kidada Jones, the daughter of legendary producer Quincy Jones and actress Peggy Lipton. Ironically, Tupac had publicly criticized Quincy Jones years earlier during an interview with The Source, which made his first interactions with Kidada awkward and tense. But Tupac later apologized directly to Kidada, and the connection between them quickly became serious. Pac reportedly told Kidada he loved her very early into the relationship, and before long, the two were engaged and living together in California. Kidada later described Tupac as the love of her life. She believed they would spend the future together and build a family. Friends close to the couple said Tupac seemed calmer and happier while he was with Kidada. Sadly, their relationship was cut short in September 1996 when Tupac was shot in Las Vegas after attending the Mike Tyson fight. Kidada was staying at the hotel with Tupac when she received the terrifying news that he had been shot. She rushed to the hospital and stayed by Tupac's side alongside his mother, Afeni Shakur, during his final days before he passed away. Kidada later admitted she had a bad feeling before the Vegas trip, but never imagined things would end so tragically. Even years later, she continued describing Tupac as the greatest love of her life. Outside of his serious relationships, Tupac was constantly surrounded by rumors involving other celebrities. Bobby Brown once claimed Whitney Houston secretly had an affair with Pac during her marriage to him. Bobby later said Whitney became extremely emotional after hearing Tupac had died, which fueled even more speculation about their alleged relationship. Another major woman connected to Tupac was TLC member Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Although they reportedly never officially dated, they shared a close friendship and creative bond.
Back then, people thought that you and Pac were dating.
Yep, we did.
Oh, y'all did date?
Yeah, we did date.
That's real?
Mhm, that's real, yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
How long did y'all date?
Oh, goodness. All his life.
Many fans believed there was deeper chemistry between them because of how emotionally connected they seemed. At the same time, Left Eye was involved in a toxic relationship with NFL player Andre Ricin, who also happened to be Tupac's friend. Andre even allowed Pac to stay at his house in Atlanta while working on music. Their relationship became infamous after Left Eye burned down Andre's mansion during a heated argument in 1994. According to reports, she set fire to his sneakers inside the bathtub, but the flames quickly spread and destroyed the entire house. The story became one of the biggest celebrity scandals of the decade. Andre later claimed the craziest part happened after the fire. According to him, Tupac arrived in a limo and picked Left Eye up from the scene afterward, something that reportedly damaged their friendship forever. But the biggest controversy tied to Tupac involved Faith Evans, the wife of Biggie Smalls.
He was trying to figure out how he could exact his revenge on Big, and then he was going to fuck one of his bitches. I could say this, that man ain't never lied to me one day in his life. I've never caught him in a lie. Good, bad, or indifferent. He always kept it real with me, so, I don't see why he would lie.
Faith met Tupac in 1995 during the peak of the East Coast versus West Coast rap feud. After Tupac invited her to Los Angeles to work on music together, rumors quickly exploded that the two secretly hooked up. Everything became even more intense after Tupac released the legendary diss track Hit 'Em Up, where he publicly claimed he slept with Biggie's wife. The song instantly became one of the most disrespectful and iconic diss tracks in rap history and pushed the feud between Tupac and Biggie to another level entirely. Faith Evans denied ever having a romantic relationship with Tupac, although she admitted he flirted with her and invited her to his hotel room after a studio session. Faith later claimed Tupac may have been trying to use the situation to get under Biggie's skin and create even more tension during the rap war. Still, people close to Tupac later claimed the relationship really happened. Desiree Smith, who dated Pac on and off for years, later said Tupac privately admitted everything to her. According to Desiree, Pac even called her afterward and proudly said, "I finally did it." Before his death, Tupac was also connected to several other women. Author Jara Everett later claimed she had a relationship with Pac and described him as thoughtful and completely different in private compared to his public image. Adult film actress Heather Hunter also claimed she dated Tupac after meeting him during the filming of How Do You Want It? According to Heather, their relationship became emotional and spiritual, not just physical. She later said Tupac convinced her to move back to Los Angeles shortly before his death. Female rapper Yo-Yo also revealed that she and Pac shared a deep connection for years. Although their relationship eventually became more like family than romance, Yo-Yo said the love between them remained strong until Tupac's death. She even visited the hospital after he was shot in Las Vegas. Even though Tupac's career only lasted a few short years, his impact on music, culture, and the people around him was massive. His relationships, controversies, and personal life are still discussed decades later. Almost everyone close to him described Tupac as passionate, emotional, intense, and unforgettable. Many of the women connected to Pac later admitted they never fully got over losing him. More than 2 decades after his death, Tupac still remains one of the most talked about artists in music history. His music inspired millions of people around the world, while his personal life continues to fascinate fans to this day. Whether it was his relationships, feuds, acting career, or controversial lifestyle, Tupac always lived intensely and left behind a legacy people still can't stop talking about. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the channel for more hip-hop stories and celebrity drama. And comment below, which Tupac relationship shocked you the most?